Engine humming, map wide open, two seats, one wild horizon. Rick and run with windows
Hello, hello, hello.
Travel Tuesday, wheels on fire, chasing visions, climbing higher. If it scares
Good
you,
morning.
desire.
Ron never got
Good
the
morning, good
invite.
morning.
You sent it to mine, but not to his. Um, so that's why I just got on.
I
On
sent it to
mine.
Ron.
No, I just looked because I was trying to set it up for him. It's
Good
odd.
morning, good morning.
Anyways, good morning or afternoon by now.
Yeah, really.
Depends
I
on
gotta
which coast you're on.
have. Yeah,
Oh, Colorado, my Colorado time, right?
yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna have Ron come in here then.
Oh, that's good.
And
Hey, I love the theme song.
yes.
I love the musicians you pull together and pull that off.
Hey, I got inspired by Jelly Roll last night.
Yeah, huh?
That was super. I mean, so strong, so good.
Was that the guy that was singing?
No, it wasn't. So Jelly Roll's a country star who doesn't fit any type of stereotype of country music star.
Is he the
Very
one that lost all
catchy.
the weight?
He's working on it. So he was a biker who ended up in and out of prison, drugs, you name it, found God, turned his life around, and became a country star. And every time he wins an award, every time something good happens in his life, he always thanks God and Jesus for what giving him the voice to follow his path and changing his life.
Wow.
Howdy, Rick.
Hey, Ron. Always good to hear your voice.
It is Travel Tuesday.
Woo, 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 woo.
I'm sure looking forward to this day being really an expansion of uh, reaching out and touching people's lives to make a difference. And I know that we work to do that. And I believe we accomplish that on a regular basis. Um, I know Len was asking me, Mary, if we can let him know how many people have been calling in, listening in. And so if that sometime we can give him a report, that would be good.
Cool.
1360.
Okay. Just share that with him at some point. It would be good.
1360. 1360?
Correct. Listens to the show live as we're recording. Not how many people have listened to the downloads, not how many people downloaded the shows. That's how many people have listened to us live.
Wow.
We are honestly on way too many platforms that are all have their different analytics that I don't have the time at the moment to sit down and
Up and down. Sure.
go
Understand.
through all that.
But that's good enough.
I aim for the live listeners and try to boost that. So all the things we get afterwards, I think are a bonus.
They are. They're absolutely bonus. Would you say travel is your happy place?
I think so. With them, whenever we talk about travel, talk about a particular trip, they've even turned on our local cable channel now has a world tour travel show. It's on 24/7, and they go to some wacky places around the world. They they have places that like they were showing a cruise from Italy to England. There was a Italian ship. I watched that last night, and I'm not so sure. We get spoiled when we go to some of the cruises we've been on. Viking, um, the American River Cruises, the Royal Caribbeans, the Carnival. We get spoiled at the kind of treatment and level of attention that we can get on these cruises. We've also been to several all-inclusive resorts. Now, I got to tell you, you haven't lived till you've gone to an all-exclusive resort because so many things that you take for granted that are all included. They just make the time there. Your attention is totally on that relaxation or socialization with the people you're with.
You know, Rick, I didn't share this story with you, but so David wakes me up, bag packed, ready to go,
Hmm.
showing me a video of the news. Niagara Falls, where part of it is frozen. It looks so cool. He wanted at 3 in the morning, wanted to call Uncle Ron, tell him we are leaving to go to Niagara, and we were going to Buffalo. There was no ifs, ands, or buts.
Well, the question is, did you let him call?
Oh heck no, I wasn't that mean.
You know, I don't keep my cell phone in my room, in my bedroom.
I don't either. That's my mistake. I gotta start bringing it with me to bed instead of leaving it charged on a counter because
Do
then they
you?
grab it.
Do you? Man, you know,
I mean,
electronics are so intrusive anymore. I
see,
mean,
mine is set
hmm?
for do not disturb after 8 o'clock. So only people that can get a hold of me after a certain time are people that are on my contact list or clients. That's it.
Aloha, light bright. I love that word. It just makes me feel like I'm in Hawaii.
It means
Hawaii.
everything.
It makes me
So
feel like
me and Andy have this had plan are planning out our 20 year. It's in 10 years. Our 20 year out of the country trip for the first of what we're gonna do.
say that one more time. I think you said 10 years for the 20 years.
So we got married 12 years ago last week, and
Mm-hmm.
so we're planning our 10 year anniversary trip out of the country for the and what we're gonna do.
For what time frame?
We are going for a month, and we're gonna go to Ireland, and we're going to.
Like
I'm gonna
when this year or next year?
in 10 years.
That's what I thought I heard. In 10 years.
Yeah.
Why?
10, why? Because I have a lot of traveling I have to do here coming up. I'm gonna be
10
speaking at a
years.
lot of.
No, 10 years?
Yes,
10 years? 10 years?
yes, because then the kids will be ready to where I can take them on a trip, put them in a hotel, leave them in a hotel room, not have to worry about backup, not worried about babysitters, not worried about anything. They will
No,
be
no, no.
self-sufficient.
Oh my gosh. I could never do that. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But I'm always in the present.
We are
Like
too, but
like
we have
10
a
years. Like I would say, okay, been married for 12. We're past due for our 10th year wedding anniversary. So let's set the plan. Now, this is just me. Let's set the plan to do it this year, 2026,
our
or
plan for that though is we're going to New York.
or okay, or or 2027. I'm just saying, 10 years is a
So we have
decade.
yes, but we have all these different travel plans for the next 10 years in the
The
United
next
States.
10 years. Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm in travel and I don't even have that. Now,
We
Ron, Linda, what would you say, Linda? Now, this, of course, Mary, this is you, and so we can't say anything other than listening to you, and we support everything you do. Linda, what would you say?
Well, first of all, she's out of the room. But what I would say, we have a trip planned for March 4th. We'll be in Cancun with you guys and Glenn and Chantel and others. and Clinton, Chris, and so we're excited about that. But I've got right now, we're jockeying around looking at Vegas trips, looking at another cruise or a different cruise line, the Caribbean. We still have our annual trip to cash in and use. Um, we are looking at another trip in sometime in July again with the New York idea concept when you get more details,
Or here in Buffalo.
or here in Buffalo. And so we're planning. I'm telling you, I'm planning trips every day, every week for more trips. And how many can we do in between them? And now that I'm watching this travel show where they're going all over the world on cruises, I found out, we're so familiar with Carnival and Royal Caribbean and Holland America and Celebrity and Princess Cruises because they advertise so much and they're right here. I I was shocked to find out how many cruises there are in the Mediterranean, and trips
Hmm.
that go around Greece and Italy and the Holy Land and all those areas and Crete and all the biblical sites. And then we've got EF Tours. Now EF Tours specializes in one of the things they do is European, Middle East, and Holy Land trips. And then they have a special whole program. You go online right now and learn all about Ireland and trips to Ireland, and you get there and then you go by coach all over, and they have all kinds of events and places to go. Now this year we're looking at this being our 250th anniversary as a country, where we were trying to think what we could do to act. I mean, we got Niagara Falls on our backyard. Of course, we're going to celebrate and be there for that. But if we got places around the country we've never been yet. We've been to San Diego once. I'd love to go back. The pandas were great. Len and
Have
Ann
you been
were
to Williamsburg?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's great.
Williamsburg, yes. I would
You
like to
know,
go to Boston, really, other than the airport. I haven't, and take that Boston historical trail,
Oh my gosh, the Heritage Trail.
heritage trail. Yes.
I just want to go back to the Union Oyster House.
see, and next year we're going to Noah's Ark
All
Oh.
and
right.
doing the whole Ark experience.
So Mary, what I'm saying is make that your honeymoon thing.
This will be a non-working holiday. All the other trips planned out throughout the years, other than Noah's Ark, are all working holidays.
I mean, no, make instead of 10 years from now, make the Ozarks your anniversary thing.
The Noah's Ark, that is David's birthday present.
Slash anniversary, no?
No.
Oh,
David
that's an
kind of
awesome
gets the
that's an
short.
awesome present. Oh man, he's gonna
He
love it too.
he kind of gets the short end of the stick of a lot of things.
Yeah, I hear you.
So we're trying to make it extra special for him,
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
especially with his birthday right between Christmas and New Year's. He kind of gets screwed a lot. So we're
Yeah.
doing a summer birthday trip, and we're trying to coordinate. We'll
You
be
can
coordinating
invent
it.
You
When
can
was you in
invent
Williamsburg?
for a cruise, a trip, or a travel any day you decide.
What's that, Ron?
You can invent a birthday. You can invent a holiday anytime.
We do, especially with David, because it usually involves a snowstorm.
We this past Thanksgiving, we actually changed the date of Thanksgiving for us. And we had Thanksgiving because of the time period and things that was happening, and the kids had to fly in early. We had Thanksgiving on that Tuesday instead of Thursday, and the kids flew out Wednesday. They had to fly back Wednesday, and like you're saying, Ron, we actually just changed it, and we had so much fun, so much food, and but our Thanksgiving this past Thanksgiving was on Tuesday instead of Thursday, but you can do whatever you want to do.
Hmm.
You can make up. In fact, when we was in Myrtle Beach, my father-in-law wanted us to come down for Christmas dinner. on the 25th, but we went to Myrtle Beach on the 23rd. And initially, I said, "Hey, why don't?" Because he was with us on the Thanksgiving shift. Why don't we have Thanksgiving on that Christmas on that Sunday before? No response back, and I knew no. And so we ended up driving down from Myrtle Beach to Charleston, which is about 3 hours or so. And so for Christmas dinner, and then drove back to Myrtle Beach. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But like Rod said, you can make up anything. Like you guys should take like a special something for your anniversary. Not 10 years. My mind can't comprehend 10 years. Oh,
Really?
it can't comprehend a decade.
It's
Mine
hard to
does
put
well.
Huh?
when you put
Mine does
something out
well.
that. See, when you put something out that far, you don't get any energy from it. There's no deadline. When you're
Oh,
that
there
far
is a
out.
deadline
Yeah, it
because
is, but it's so
in
far out. Our
yes,
body.
but we already promised Ariana that for her 16th birthday in 5 years, 4 years, we're taking her to Tokyo so she can go to Hello Kitty World.
Nice.
So we got to plan and organize these different trips to go because, and that's part of the problem with special needs kids is you got to plan a little bit farther in advance, money wise, coordination, what the world's like. Because I'm supposed to be in New York for a convention, but depending on the protest and what's going on with ICE, do we go there or do we go somewhere else? Because I don't want my kids around that type of environment. That's the reason I don't drive to the Twin Cities.
So I'm saying for 10 years, if it was me, I'm like, my mind can't wrap around. And I think it's because, like, Ron just gave you his itinerary, which is like, boom, 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 boom. We do so much in a year. We do so much in a month, in a day.
Hmm.
But I understand. This is just everybody's life is different.
Plus,
But
I do a lot of speaking events all over the country. This year, I've been invited to six. So there's a lot of things in play.
right.
So I
If you
don't
were
know where I'm going to be.
to
It
say to Ron and Linda, how much travel are you going to do in 5 years?
They just
they
need to
would
sell their
give you,
house and just
they
live on a
would give you
cruise.
literally 10 trips a year. They'll be like, okay, let's say 10 trips a year times five. And then the unknown adds another 15. And then the staycation. And then, the lovebirds may want us to go on another cruise. So let's add another three in there. Oh, about 60 to 70 trips in a 5 year period.
Then we have friends that want us to go with them. They're going on a trip to Alaska in October for their anniversary. That's why Linda's registered with Princess. She wants to become a Commodore like Brenda. She set an example so that we can go on a cruise to Alaska and let Princess Cruise call. See, the reason we plan out so many is because we're in the travel business, and our resources to be able to go to travel are unlimited. Not that I have a health issue I always have to work around and deal with, and therapies and doctors and all that crap. Well, I could be like I have some relatives that won't go anywhere because they have circumstances like I have. My brother-in-law's got stage 4 cancer. That hasn't stopped him. Though I've gone on 9 cruises. In fact, they don't they start getting withdrawal symptom if we're not planning a new cruise.
I get withdrawal symptoms if I'm not planning another trip. And the most interesting thing about that
Rick gets withdrawal syndromes if he's in his house too long,
If you
not
are,
going out of the trip.
if you guys are my therapist, right, counselor, and I'm laying in the chair, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't been on a trip since December
Christmas.
25th when we was in Myrtle Beach. I do have a plan to see Ron and Linda and the team and everybody in Cancun in March, but that's in March. So that's several weeks away, a few weeks away. And so I'm feeling kind of withdrawn from the world. And I need some counsel on what to do to make me not feel this way, and that I haven't been anywhere. Brenda and I laugh at each other. Say, when's the last time we've been on a flight? Well, it's been months. Some people say years. When's the last time we've been on a cruise? Ron and Linda, when's the last time you've been on a cruise?
2 years? No, well, no, last year. 2 years. It seems like 2 years. No, it was last year. And so that's what we were talking about. Yeah, because we love Carnival cruises, but we want to next year, 27. We want to go on one of their huge ships. We've had clients on like the Magic. Now the Magic is Disney. The Mardi Gras. You
Oh
know,
yeah, wow.
and one of the huge ships or one of a different line, just to have something different. One of the things we have been on the Conquest, I think like 5 times
I
the
know,
same
I
ship,
know.
and it's like, no, we have to. That's why
Yeah,
last year we went to the Western Caribbean or the Eastern Caribbean,
right,
and just as something different. So,
right.
and so that's what we're planning for next year, and then this year, of course, the all inclusives,
Ooh.
and
So what about all inclusives do you like?
because, well, Ron always calls them all inclusive. Exclusives, they're inclusives because everything is included, and that's just the fact that it's like being on the same as being on the ship. You have all the food, but plus you have drinks, but you have all the entertainment. You have a wonderful room. Um, I just like the freedom of just wandering around, looking at things. Going to the beach, going to the restaurants, taking advantage of the pools and the entertainment, just meeting the people. It's just it's it's if you don't like the ocean, which of course I love the ocean, um, if you want just land, the all inclusives are just wonderful. And there's so many varieties. There's so many different places. I just wish we had some more all inclusives in the United States. Everyone, you really have to go offshore to get,
Yeah.
get the full benefit. But yeah, the all inclusives, especially if you just want to go one place, unpack, and just stay for a week, and just luxuriate everything.
Oh,
You're just waited on. We had when we were in the Dominican Republic a couple years ago, we had a butler. He just took care of everything, and it was just wonderful. Um, you know, so it was just a lot of fun.
you know, it really is. Even though, of course, we know it's kind of a make believe world, but it is so relaxing. I think what I really enjoy everything like you were saying. I really enjoy being able to walk into the different types of restaurants.
Hmm.
Where they'll have the Mexican food, they'll have steak, they'll have, Italian, they'll have da 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 da
Yep.
seafood, and how you can go into any of these restaurants and the breakfasts and lunches and dinner, and then all the snacks and
Oh,
throughout the night,
snacks. Yeah.
and you don't have to pay. You get the menu, and whatever you want to order, you just order. And it's such a great feeling to be able to try the different foods
Hmm.
and not have to pay for it, and not necessarily have to
Just
pay.
laying on the beach under an umbrella and have somebody say, "Would you like another strawberry daiquiri?" Why, sure, why not?
Or, we had a cabana in Mexico. I think it was Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, and a cabana near the pool. And they would come and they would say, "Would you like anything to eat?" And they'd give us a menu. And so yeah, we want some chicken wings and couple of cheeseburgers and fries, and
Yeah.
and we ordered all this stuff, right? Some shrimp, yeah, 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 yeah. And they brought it, and they just kind of set it on our little table there, and on our the sofa the bed that we had there, and we just ate and jumped in the water, and I mean, it was just so relaxing and
Yes.
so much fun. And then, of course, we gave them a big tip for bringing it. And once they know that you tip, you get a little extra treatment, a little extra treatment. But man, I just love going into the restaurants and just
Hmm.
trying the different foods that you normally wouldn't try.
Exactly. Chicken mole in Mexico.
Ooh.
um, which I had heard of, but it was strange. But it was, it's with a bitter chocolate sauce on your chicken. But it
Oh, wow.
it was, yeah, chicken mole is really, and it's not like milk chocolate. It was really different, but it was good, and it was something that I hadn't tried before. And it's like this is the time to try something because much like on a cruise, if you get something that you don't like, you just say to the waiter, "Oh, can I have something?" And they'll bring it to you. You
I know.
know.
I know. I had this Mexican breakfast bowl, and they just had all kinds of different things in there. Just it was just so good, so good, so good. And it's amazing because some things you try once you never can repeat.
True.
I never could repeat the same experience I had the first time with that Mexican bowl.
Mhm.
It was just so good. And then we had a seafood spread that was just out of this world. And man, I'm hungry already.
It was like we were in Canada with friends, and one of the son-in-law ordered octopus and
Yes.
said, "Would you like to try it?" It's like, sure. I not that I would necessarily order it again, but it was
How did
neat.
you like it?
Actually, and it wasn't like real thin.
Was it
It was
tough?
no, it was just like a scallop. I
Oh
did
wow.
cut off the little sucker things, but it was
You
but it
couldn't
was
see yourself eating a
that
little
yeah,
sucker
that
thing.
that just that didn't but, and it was about the size and shape of a small scallop. And it was very tender. Um, it was, he's from the Philippines, and so but we were at a restaurant, they had all kinds of different food. Um, but it was neat to try something new. Well, it was the time to have it, have a taste of it at least.
What's
And
that
then you
thing where
don't
they
feel
have?
guilty if you don't like it because you're not wasting money.
That's
You're
it.
not wasting
That's it.
money.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, even though you still feel some kind of way because you don't even eat it and say take that.
yeah, yeah. Uh, but well, girlfriend, a friend of mine actually that I had gone to grade school with, her husband, her mother passed away. So they had the funeral and they invited us to the funeral breakfast afterwards. And very Polish. I'm not used to Polish food.
Mhm.
It was the pierogies and the sweet and sour cabbage and
Mm.
the chicken cordon bleu was very good, but it was something very different,
How do you
that
like German food?
I love German food.
I love German
I
food.
love German food, and it's funny. Ron's German, and he doesn't. So
What? I was over in Germany. We were over in Germany. Oh man, and everything we couldn't even read nor understand the menu, and everything we ordered was just so delicious and well seasoned. And oh man,
oh, yes,
Boy, I
yes.
just made sauerkraut and pork hocks for dinner last night with
Oh,
mashed
I love
potatoes.
sauerkraut.
wow.
About the only time I get sauerkraut is once in a while at one of our hamburger joints. We'll have sauerkraut on my hot dog.
You know, we from Massachusetts. We they put coleslaw on the hot dogs.
Coleslaw. Oh,
On the
I've
hot
had
dog.
coleslaw on. We had our kickoff party. We had a pulled pork and had the side of coleslaw, and people were putting their coleslaw on the pulled pork, which
That's a big deal down south too.
yeah. So I mean, that's why I offered it. We most Northerners would eat it separately, but a couple people put it, on
Yeah, that's
top.
like on the sandwich. I
Yeah,
didn't understand it at first, but it tastes pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
I think we were driving through Memphis and we stopped at a barbecue joint and they had the coleslaw like that. I was like, oh, interesting. I'll try it.
It's kind of like chicken and waffles.
Yeah, I'm still kind of in between on that. I don't know. To me, that didn't really go. It still doesn't kind of go, but it's a big deal. When we was in Page, Arizona for 2.5 months, we went
Talk
to a
about good food.
we went to a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh,
And even though my brother, he has a restaurant, great food, but we went to a Kentucky Fried Chicken and they had chicken and waffles that Brenda got, and so I tried some of it. It's like, we were out in Los Angeles and went to a place that had chicken and waffles also.
I just never got the connection. Chicken and
I never
waffles.
got the connection. I don't know.
I like chicken. I like waffles, but
But together,
together just seems odd.
just syrup,
You gotta go to a Waffle House to get the real chicken and waffles the right way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like Waffle House, Waffle House?
Waffle House, Waffle House.
I've
I
never
went
They
to
been to
my
kind of
Waffle House.
they
my
kind of
first.
invented the chicken and waffles.
Oh, really? I went to my first Waffle House a couple of months ago in my life. My first
Best food in
Waffle
the
House.
world, isn't it?
Huh?
Best food in the world, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. It's funny because all my life I'm driving by Waffle House saying, one of these days. But I never could find myself just going there. And so, of course, they're by the highways, and so we had them fixing a tire, and so while we were waiting, we walk out and go, "Hey, there's a Waffle House across the highway." Of course, it's always an experience crossing the highway,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but we made it across, and we actually went to a Waffle House. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Now once you've gone, now you realize why there's always somebody in there. The food is relatively inexpensive, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't have them up here. Up in Cold Buffalo, we have Denny's. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, Waffle House is a southern thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have them in Minnesota?
Oh God, no. We just finally got Popeye's chicken and Chick-fil-A.
Oh my gosh.
That was like when I came from Texas and Andy's like, "What do you want?" And I go, "I want a Popeyes." And he looks at me and I go,
A
that was
can
like
of
the one
can of
thing
spinach?
we got when on our way to Buffalo was he's like planning out, the restaurant stops on the way.
I don't care where we go. I just Waffle House
What's your
is the one
best
place we
burger?
gotta go. Or
What's
Popeyes.
your best burger? Homemade?
Believe it or not, one of the best burgers is at Arby's. They have brought on a burger that is wonderful. It's restaurant quality.
What is that? The
Um,
Wagga? What's the beef
Wagyu.
that they
oh,
have?
I
Wagyu? I've been wanting to get theirs for the longest time, and every time I miss it. Because for a while there, when they was experimenting and trying it out and testing the market, I kept seeing it like on the commercial. And do you respond to commercials and eating?
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. If you're hungry and you see something for like one of the steakhouses, it's like, oh, no, it looks good.
Hey, while I was looking at my the gift coupons, I was looking at my reward credits, and one of the things that I did a couple three Super Bowls ago, I bought I exchanged my reward credits. So reward credits, ladies and gentlemen, are kind of like credit card points when you purchase anything on your membership, you're earning reward credits, and they accumulate. And you also earn reward credits when somebody books through your Vortex, the online booking link. Not only do you earn 100% of what they save, but for every dollar they spend, 1 to 3 reward credits roll up to you. And so we had accumulated some reward credits. And I said, I'm going to test something out here. I'm going to go to my gift cards because we've got on the membership where you can purchase gift cards. And I said, I'm going to purchase a so the conversion rate is $2,500. I'm sorry, 2,500 reward credits is $25. 3,300 reward credits is $33. And so I said, I'm going to use 3,300 reward credits and I'm going to get a Walmart gift card for $33. And so when you buy it, then of course you print it out. It's got the little barcode on it. You can take it
Mhm.
to Walmart and it's a gift card. And I used it to buy my Super Bowl goodies. I used it to buy all my little Super Bowl snacks. And but I wanted to prove a point that the reward credits convert into money.
Mhm.
So like we've got the church, Res Life has come on, and they're going to be having folks book through the Vortex as well. They have the membership also. Those membership reward credits roll up. The Vortex reward credits roll up. So now you've got corporate level money from the Vortex and corporate level reward credits, as well from the Vortex and the membership. Those gift cards, if the church wanted to, they could buy $50, $100 gift cards and pass them out in the community or
Mhm.
put them in the little bags for the folks who, as they have their pantry. And and I was just really testing out the process, albeit I bought Super Bowl snacks. But it proved the process.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yep.
And so that's pretty powerful. And that's what I always want people to see, that when you have tools that can do something over here to provide benefit over there, it's powerful. We've got tools, where people can book their travel. And I was looking at the Super Bowl, Santa Clara, and I went to Santa Clara through the Vortex for accommodations,
Mhm.
and they've already jacked up the prices
Yes.
of these hotels. But relatively speaking, the prices on our Vortex are still lower than the jacked up price. And it's for San Francisco. I'm not sure how far San Francisco is from Santa Clara, but people are staying in San Francisco as well. And but to be able to use that Vortex to book for the Super Bowl, and of course we know spring break, and to be able to earn that church, Res Life Church, earning 100% of what is saved without having to manage this. That is so huge. And then, of course, the reward credits rolling up also. But to be able to use tools, that are beneficial over here and also provide benefit over there, that's huge. And a lot of times people don't see that as a process. But I always want to point that out to them. that you can't do anything without tools that give you access.
Santa Clara is about an hour and 15 minutes south of San
Oh
Francisco.
wow. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that far.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
most of the people will
I
be
did.
staying in Santa Clara then,
Oh, yeah. Um,
or surrounding.
Sunnyvale,
Oh,
Fremont.
I spent time in Sunnyvale. That is that
Okay.
near Santa Clara?
Yes, yes. That's a suburb. Apparently, according to the map, it's
When
right there.
I was in satellite operations in the military,
Uh
we flew satellites. We learned to fly satellites out of Sunnyvale, California.
huh.
From back in the day, they had a satellite control center in Sunnyvale, California that was civilian. And so when the Air Force, the Blue Suiters, were taking over the satellite operations mission, they sent us to Sunnyvale to learn how the contractors were flying satellites before we actually assumed that mission.
Oh,
And so I spent a lot of time in Sunnyvale.
now
Never knew it was a suburb, huh?
Sunnyvale does sound like a made up, you know, made up name for us.
It was. It was. It was basically a NASA place that where they were flying satellites.
Hmm.
And we took the mission. The Air Force took the mission from the contractor. So I'm not sure if they're still up and running. I'm sure they had a lot of defense contractors there, so I'm sure they are. But yeah, I spent a lot of time. Never knew it was a suburb of Santa Clara.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd never heard of Santa Clara before, the Super Bowl.
I really never thought about it. You figure I was in Sunnyvale and never heard of Santa. Some don't remember Santa Clara.
Yeah, I just assumed it was in a suburb of San Francisco, but it's
Yeah, I
an
thought so too,
hour
but
and
an hour
14 minutes
away.
away. Huh.
Huh?
It's an hour and 14 minutes away.
Wow, wow. And so if I would just love, and some point that's going to happen, with all these groups that are going to, and this just happens to be this Super Bowl, but if they could see the Vortex tool as that, a tool that allows them to save money, and not just for the Super Bowl, but all year long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They open up their own personal private Vortex portal where the savings are 24/7, no blackout dates, and every individual can open up their own personal one and and book again and again and again and again and save money, and to know that the money they save goes to support a cause. If that could be, and that will, when that becomes a movement,
Mm-hmm.
talking about a serious wealth transfer,
Yes.
where we can control wealth and where it goes. And so now a church, instead of the money flowing away from them, they have a tool to now harness and direct where that money goes into, the pantry, into the missions program, into the outreach, community outreach program. And we're not talking little money. We're talking potentially millions. I mean, Expedia makes billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And so as this becomes a movement, of fundraising with the churches, with the organizations, even with businesses turning their travel expenses into revenue. Now, this is just a tool that controls money. And I was talking to someone the other day. I said, you will not find a product like the Vortex anywhere in the world. Would you say that's a true statement?
Yes, definitely.
Why would you say?
It's it's unheard of. So many times we're so used to um using either back then a travel agency, which we still do, but so many people just go online and not realize that any all the profit just goes to Expedia, for instance, hotels.com. Fine, but why not take advantage of that special savings? Nobody else offers. I don't have ever heard of anyone else offer saying, "Hey, if you book, um, your trip or your car rental through the Vortex, your church, your organization, you get matched with the savings. You get a savings right off the front, and then your savings is matched to the organization. Or if you have one yourself, the savings goes to you. Um, you know, I've had friends use it for car rental for um, let's see, train trip. They used the Vortex. They needed to go to Pittsburgh. Nobody, or Philly. They didn't want to drive. They took the train. Um, I mean, there's savings everywhere.
I was talking to my nephew in Falmouth, Massachusetts,
Mm-hmm.
and he now wants to know about the business. And he says, "So, what is this with Surge 365?" And I said, Falmouth is down the Cape Cod,
Mm-hmm.
Cape Cod. And I said, it's a career opportunity in hospitality and tourism because, the Cape in Massachusetts, that's a big the whole area is for tourists.
Oh yeah.
And I said, if you want to be a Cape Cod specialist, you can be a specialist. You can be a wedding destination specialist. So even in a town like Falmouth that may have limited employment opportunities, having a Surge 365 business connects you to the world. Even in a town like Falmouth, which has limited opportunities for employment. A person comes into Surge, my nephew comes into Surge. In fact, I'm doing a presentation for him tomorrow. And he comes in, and they're planning a trip to Greece next year or
Mm.
later this year. And so with the wholesale club membership, he's going to travel to Greece wholesale instead of retail. And because he's in the travel business, it's a potential tax write-off because we're in the travel business. We need to go to see Greece and come back and tell people. And
Exactly.
then for the Vortex, all those folks who are coming to the Cape from all around the world, give that Vortex out to people all around the world that are coming, and when they book, and it's a global link, so they may be from Paris, they may be from London. They can travel from London to wherever, not even coming into the States through that Vortex. But the savings makes its way back to Falmouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And give that link out on social media. And the savings make its way back to Falmouth through the Vortex. So he's got the Vortex and he's got the members program. And then would you like to be a wedding destination specialist? They do a lot of weddings down the Cape
Mm.
where you can take that training. The training is free. Would
Mm-hmm.
you like to be a Cape Cod specialist? The training is free. Whatever it is, Martha's Vineyard is pretty close. Would you like to be,
Nantucket.
huh?
And Nantucket.
And Nantucket.
There once
And
was a
New,
man from Nantucket.
huh?
I said there once was a man from Nantucket. And we'll end it at that.
I've heard that name in a long time. And Newport Beach.
Oh, I love Newport Beach.
I mean, and so you can be a specialist. You can be a Disney specialist. And so
Mm-hmm.
now you've got career opportunities. You're not limited to the careers in Falmouth. You've
We
got career opportunities around the world.
we met a fellow, Matt, the other day, and he is in school training to be a physical therapist. Which we've been, of course, so we were telling him, oh, you have to get in touch with, Buffalo Rehab. Um, but he wants to travel. So we gave him, of course, a Vortex card. But I wanted to also send him, instead of just information on the Vortex, which I have sent him, but I also sent him a little one of the presentation clip that just talks about the whole business. So why just yes, because Ron said to him, do you ever like are you interested in a side hustle? He said, yeah, if I can make money, yeah. And so said, take a look at this. So,
Nice.
we'll see. And we have his email address. And so we'll just, keep in contact. We'll hear back from him. And if we don't, I'll send, another note just saying, hey, let's talk. So, but it's
Absolutely.
so simple, I mean, you get into a conversation with somebody, "Well, what are you in school for?" "Physical therapy." Well, of course, we were either coming or going from a physical therapy session ourselves. So, um, but it's such an easy conversation talking about somebody about travel.
It really
Um,
is.
I mean, very, very few people aren't interested in travel. And the ones that aren't say they aren't interested in travel, I said, have you ever had to rent a car? Would you like a special savings? Have you ever booked into a hotel? Would you like savings? You know, so you don't have to go to Timbuktu,
That's
you
right.
know, but
That's right.
there's
It's right
other
there.
other savings that you can take advantage of.
When we were in Boston, I told you I rented a Mercedes for $43 a day, and man, that was so cool. And to think, I initially rented just like a regular car. I'll just get a car,
Mhm.
and then I said, okay. My son said, "Hey, Dad, you guys are in the business. You probably get some pretty good savings. You know what? You could take a look at upgrading to another car, a luxury type car." And he was telling me his experience when he did that, and I said, "Huh." And so I canceled the reservation for the regular car, for the okie dokie car. And I said I didn't know it was going to be a Mercedes. They said a BMW. And so when we went in the
Which
six,
ain't too shabby either, so.
which is not too shabby, and that was my expectation, which is not like it's not too shabby. And so when I went, I said, "Oh, okay." And at the counter, he gives me the keys, and I'm thinking BMW. And then when I go to where the car is parked, beautiful Mercedes. I'm like, wow, wow. And so for the next 4 or 5 days there, I'm just tooling around, in the Mercedes, and thanking God that there's no snow. And after we came back from Boston, like a couple of days after that, it snowed. I'm like, thank God. I mean, I'm used to driving in the snow being from the East Coast, but still, if you don't have to deal with snow, that's a good deal.
Hey, even us, if we
Yeah.
don't have
I
to
is it your snow melted?
oh, no, but our streets are dry, you
Yeah,
know.
that's how it is in Colorado. The snow stays where it's supposed to, and the streets are
Yeah,
dry.
it's very pretty, but yeah, the streets are down to dry pavement,
Oh,
you know.
that's good. Are you expecting any more?
Oh, yeah, but we're getting a heat wave. It's going to be 27 today. Oh,
Oh
it's
my gosh, 27 degrees.
hey, it's been minus.
Really?
Yeah,
Mary, how cold has it been in Minnesota?
she's had below zero.
Man, I'm
She's
not
had
used to
very,
that.
very cold.
It
We've been.
was here. We did get snow a couple of days ago, and so it was white out there with the snow. And
How long did
but-
it take to clear up the streets?
oh, they don't clear up the streets; it melts.
Oh, okay.
They don't. I don't think they have plows.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is here, because it's so cold, normally, it would be like, you get snow, then it goes up to 40 after the snow's gone, and then, but it's been so unbelievably cold here. So, but the streets are just, they take such good care of the streets. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not sure if they even have plows. This is Charleston, and I'm not sure if they even have plows. I don't know. I've never seen a plow. Like back east or up north.
Yeah.
and
Oh, we
but
definitely have plows.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well, you know, I'm from Boston and Colorado.
Mhm.
We just like right now it's 57 degrees out there.
Oh, good for you. Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I
It's
know artists, it was they got into the 30s, the low 30s, and
wow.
unfortunately, in the condo she's in, the people that live above her, they're on the first floor. The people on the second floor, um, are not there right now. Their pipes froze and
Oh
burst,
no.
and so ruined artist's apartment,
Oh no.
her condo. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh boy.
So
You know,
that's.
one of the greatest times that we had was going down to visit them in Howie and Hills
Mhm.
and staying at at the little resort there,
At the resort, yes.
and then the the bakery.
Oh, yes.
And
Mhm.
I couldn't wait. We had just met you guys, kind of, sort of, then, and Ron would tell me about the experience, and then I couldn't wait until we experienced it.
The Bavarian Bakery.
Yeah, to report back to Ron that we did it, we made it. And now we went to the bakery. We went down to the little seaport area there.
Mhm.
And how Joe would say, the rivers. You can take this river all the way to the ocean.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and we've eaten with them right on the it's, one of the funniest times when the last time we were down to visit, um, across from their complex, from the resort, is a orange grove, and Ron said, "I've always wanted just to pick an orange off the tree." But, he said, "But I won't just pick." So he said, "I have to find somebody and ask if I could pick an orange off the tree." So he went up to a couple people, nobody spoke English. So they got a supervisor and he said, "I'll pay for it. I just want to pick a fresh orange off the tree."
Wow.
And so they said, "Well, you're kind of crazy, but okay, go ahead." So he's walking back to the car because we pulled along the side of the road. So he has two oranges in his hands. He's walking,
Wow.
smiling, walking back to the car, and I see these the two guys come up behind him, and the one had this, because he had been picking oranges professionally, and so they come up behind it. I'm like, "What is going on?" The guy opens the back seat of our rental car and pours in his whole basket
Oh
of
my
oranges. We
gosh.
had 110 oranges in the
Wow.
car. They thought it was the funniest thing. We're like, "What is going on?"
Oh my god.
So we went back to Joel and Artist
That is too
house,
cool.
and luckily her daughter has a juicer, so we were able to pull out. Now, how many um paper bags, not laundry, grocery bags with oranges. And
Oh my
so then the
gosh.
next day she brings over fresh squeezed orange juice.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, but it
Lord.
was so funny. So
You
when
know,
we returned the car, I think there were still oranges underneath the seats.
one of the things I love about our group, our team, our association, is the Hope family is the favor that we walk in
Mhm, mhm,
everywhere we go. Where it's uncommon favor. Everywhere we're always having, stories to tell. Like you're talking about with the oranges and all the different things that happen to you and us and Mary and the whole thing. And when people plug in, they're plugging into that,
mhm.
not just the business, but they're plugging into favor and goodness and mercy following us all the days of our life. And that's the benefit of plugging into the things that we're doing is the family that you're plugging into. And so to hear, Joel, different stories that Joel tells, right, that he told us, and just the different stories that you and Ron share. I mean, it just is amazing, and Mary share. it's amazing the favor. Mary there, she needed a window for her car. The guy's driving by, and because her back window was busted out, something happened. And the guy's driving by, and he has the exact same back window he can put in.
Yeah.
All the different stories.
Mhm.
And it's one after another, but it's the uncommon favor that we all walk in.
So true. So true. Well, look at the time.
I know.
This has been a wonderful conversation, a wonderful, and so people, if you're listening and you want some uncommon favor, if you want something that can just make you say, "Oh, let's plan something. Let's take advantage um, of an opportunity." Get in touch with us, because we can be more than happy to welcome you into the way that we do business.
That's
It's
good.
fun, it's profitable, and
That's
it's experiences.
Amen. Well, we will see ya. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, Ron and Linda.
Bye bye.
As Lynn would say, bye bye for now.
Bye bye for now. Bye bye.